Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well today. So, I have kind of something fun planned for us. I wanted to do the bold bouquet, and I did link to the whole thing because it's gorgeous and it's beautiful together. However, what if you only have an embossing folder? What do you do? We're going to do that today. So, we're going to have some fun just with the embossing folder. Even though there are this huge bundle of products, and maybe this embossing folder really speaks to you. So what can you do when you have just an embossing folder out of a beautiful bundle? Or let's say you're traveling and you forgot your stamp set. You're like, oh goodness, I can't use this set now because I don't have the other components that go with it. I just have the embossing folder. And of course, the embossing folder has sad eyes because he's like, I'm not just the embossing folder. So we today are going to be like, yes, I have my embossing folder. So we're going to get super excited about the embossing folder today. So I'm also going to use the essential sentiments, I think, because I can't stop. I can't stop. So, all right, we're going to put the camera down and we're going to get started. And I will tell you, I was kind of doing a I like to call it browsing. Some may call it stalking of the alt new site for, just seeing like kind of what's going on. And JC had one of the ideas that I wanted to share with you guys today. So I did see that JC did this. This was one I wanted to share with you as well, but I like to also say, hey, I saw that JC did this too, so that you guys, I just like to mention it. Little mention. All right, make sure you guys share this today for a chance to win a $15 gift card to the store. We're also playing with the inks today because the inks, I think, are vital. So say you've gone on that scrap and you're like, oh, great, I have my embossing folder. Remember, we want a happy embossing folder. And you're like, yes, I have my embossing folder. So what are we going to do with that? What are we going to make with that when you have the embossing folder, but you forgot your stamp and die and your stencils? What do you do? All right, that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing that I love to do, and this is the one that I saw JC do, is that you use this beautiful metallic cardstock because already it's stunning. It's absolutely gorge. So, you can pick your direction, but it's already beautiful. Like you're done. It's already gorgeous. So that's the great thing about using this material is it's already beautiful and you don't have to worry about what you have to do to it to make it beautiful. I hope that makes sense. Basically what I'm saying is you already got it. You already got the gorgeousness taken care of essentially. And look at that. I placed that almost perfectly. How cool is that? We're going with it. We're going with it today. All righty. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys are here to have a little crafty play with me. It's so nice having everybody over to my room. We all fit. It's so spacious this way. It's so wonderfully spacious. Okay, so look at that. I mean, we really kind of did nothing. We picked out a really gorgeous embossing folder. Okay. Or maybe the embossing folder picked us, because that can happen at times too, where you're like, I don't know what I'm really doing, but it kind of picks you. So there you go. You have your card. And then you can come in if you want to mix your metallics and you could do like a happy birthday. Oh, goodness. I am backwards. That's not good. Okay, let's see if I can switch that. Mirror camera. No, we want to be right on the money, don't we? So that's something that you can do. Or, if you have a sentiment kind of hanging around, I think the black and white looks nice as well. Or you could, because this is the copper, you could do a nice embossing powder on there and match. So, but super simple to kind of add your piece into there to creating your own beautiful masterpiece. Super duper easy. You really didn't have to do anything at all, except run it through your die cut machine. So how cool is that? You have a built-in card. Now, when I do these cards, and shockingly, I know, everybody hold on to your seats because I am about to shock you. I have a card base made. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. All right. But what I like to do on these cards is I like to have that border. I feel like it's the olden days. Remember how we used to put borders on everything? Like that was the style. You had to have that 1/4-inch border on whatever project you were working on. It was absolutely like the trend, and so in style. So everybody was doing this in our scrapbooks, on our cards. I was starting to become a card maker at that point, but I was more so a scrapbooker at that point. So then I'm just reaching over here, doing my alphabet while I'm talking, which is tricky. I know the border looks so nice, doesn't it? So it's just classic. It looks so beautiful. Now listen, you can pick any kind of colors you want. I'm a navy blue gal. You guys know I'm a navy blue gal, but I think this is going to just show you how quick and simple we're going to put this on. And I always put too much adhesive, so just it's a disclaimer. All right, so here we go. My card base is a little big, but that's okay. I can trim it later. And then, of course, what are we grabbing? You know what we're grabbing. Everybody knows. I don't even have to ask the question. You guys are like, where is the foam tape? We know it's coming. So here is the foam tape. Woo-hoo. Okay. Put this here. Put that there. All right, I'm going to pop this in here. Ooh, there we go. So I'm just getting it around my edges kind of, and then I'll put some like kind of crisscross applesauce in the middle. All right, so pop that down there. And if I have extra pieces, I'll put one there and I'll put one there. Of course, now listen, 30 years ago, I had a card base fall in. So I have a little CTSD, card traumatic syndrome, where I'm so afraid my card is going to buckle in the middle. So I overdo it with adhesive, or I'm afraid it's going to lift up. It happens to you once, and it's something, seriously, it's almost 30 years, you guys, and it's still staying with me. It's like, holy Toledo. All right. Okay. I don't need to sing. We know we don't need that. I know. I do have a new one, Sue. I have to show you too. I was so sad this weekend. I do have a backup, of course, but look at my 1-inch foam tape, my 1-inch ultra sticky tape. It's so sad. I don't know where my new one is, but it's so sad. Both of them together, they're just like, they're unhappy faces. They're almost out. Oh, goodness. We'll leave them out, though, because you know we're going to use them. So, all right. So we're going to pop this right on here. And I thought I had my little strips right next to me, but I've been doing something you guys will be so proud of me. I'm actually sending out cards. So I've been using my sentiments. Let me see. I thought they were right here in this big ginormous. Oh, they are. They were just under other sentiments. I looked too quickly. I have this huge bowl of these that I'm using. So, you could play with your metallics. I think that looks lovely. I think the copper and the gold absolutely look lovely together. But we also have, you can come in, and I didn't do any of these. I did one in a brown. So that could kind of lend itself to kind of the coppery. But how simplistic and beautiful is that? And all you did, we're not telling anybody. Oh my gosh, you guys, she came, she saw, she taped. You guys, have I ever told you how much you make my day? Like I look so forward to these all month. Thank you, you guys. Oh, just heart eyes flowing out of my eyes. I could show you. But look how simplistic. So, if your spouse comes in and they're like, "Oh, hey, babe, Bobby's has a birthday tomorrow," and you're like, okay, like I don't have anything. But I think you can also, I feel, you can also do this with like the dimensional ones. So like our hexagon ones, our circle ones. I think so. I think you can go masculine and feminine with this technique because it doesn't matter what you're embossing, it's going to be gorgeous. And I think even if you use a geometric, that was the word I was looking for, even if you use a geometric shape, you're still going to have that lovely sentiment that is your centerpiece, that is your focal point. So keep that in mind. So yes, and this is again the card I did see JC do this. It was in my mind as well, but I did want to give credit because I did see JC do this before I created it. So absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. Lends to a lot of options and quick cards, which we love those quick cards, don't we, my loves? Okay. And if you want, do you guys want to see a dimensional one, like a geometric? I can see if I have a geometric nearby. If you want to see that, let me know in the chat and I'll try to grab a geometric. I thought I had a geometric, but it's it's still got flowers. It's still a botanical. So, but if you guys want to see that, let me know and I will run over to my little cart and I will grab one to show you. Okay. Then we're going to, you do? Okay, I saw a shore. So let me grab a geometric. I came unprepared. Oh, this would work. Oh, here we go. Diamond stars, Enrica Palm. Okay, I don't know if that's how you say it. So why not? Why not show everything? Okay, let's do these two. Then we'll go back to our beautiful bold bouquet because I really want to show it. All right, so we'll grab, this time let's go wild. And I'm sorry, Han. I always apologize to Han and Angel in advance because I always go rogue. I don't think there has been one session that I've stayed within the list that I've given them. And they are so amazing and so fast. And they do it so well. They keep up so quickly. I think they both have angel wings. All right, so here's the diamond stars, okay? Let's do this one. And then I'm gonna grab a piece of silver. Oh, it's Han behind the badge today, my loves. It is the amazing Han. I think Han just has angel wings too. So I guess since she's not named Angel, they're honorary angel wings. I don't know how that works. I'll have to ask Angel sometime if she lends her angel wings out. Okay, so here we'll do a geometric and then we'll do, it's kind of a floral because it's leaves, but I think that you can really get, yes, I still do too. I love a look at the Altany website. It's just pretty. It's just gorgeous. I know, Han and Angel, let me tell you, they make this happen. They make this happen. Okay, I wish I had music for. So here's the geometric. Look how beautiful. And again, we're just going to take, and I think you can do that. But I think what you can also do, if you wanted to, let me see. I have a couple more, I think, in that color. I literally foiled for like hours. But I think you could do, so somebody's away, miss you, congrats, happy birthday. I love having a trio of sentiments on the middle of my card. I just absolutely think it's beautiful and it's simple, which I love. So of course you can have a stamped image. You can put it on here and it will make it gorgeous. So, if you take out your Bold Bouquet stamp set and pop it on here, absolutely going to be stunning. But I think also you can get away. Sarah, yes. I think you can get away with having a very simple card with a few sentiments and you're good to go. So we've got that. And let me show you in the silver, I'll show you the Eureka Palm. I don't think I'm saying that correctly, but I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it. You know, when you say something for so long, you're just like, it's the way I've always said it. Okay. We'll pinch, pop that down in there, and then we'll get back to our beautiful friend. So I guess, yes, today was a focus on embossing folders. I didn't know the other embossing folder friends were coming over, but that's okay. We love a crafty party. And look how pretty that is. Look how gorgeous. I mean, you know, I think this is a super easy masculine card right there. Super duper. Like you're done. There you go. You know, and that's exactly. I know folks struggle with the masculine cards sometimes. And so I think it's fun to have these techniques in your back pocket to say, oh, I got exactly the card I'm going to do. And then I'm going to give you a little tip. I usually try to share this, but in case we have new folks, when you're trying to line up your embossing folder, and this goes for anything, don't worry about this back flap. This back flap, pretend it's not there. Okay, it doesn't matter. All you want to do is you want to center your card around the image that you want. So the portion of the embossing folder, because some embossing folders have large floral images. So just the section, you know, that you're going to do, unless you're doing a 6x6 card, then you don't have to. But so we put this here, okay? You hold it with your paw on the back. Then you fold, you squeeze with your other hand and lightly pull your hand out. And there you go. It's right where you left it. So just a little tip-a-roo on that. Who doesn't like a good tip-a-roo? I know. Sherry, I'm the same way, you know, and I think as well, you know, I have some folks in my life that I can give any card to. It doesn't matter their gender. They love flowers. They love pink, you know, so I think that's it. It's also who you're giving it to, you know, whether you have somebody that really wants, you know, geometrics on their card versus florals. If you have that, that's okay, but it gives you a good way to go. All right, so this time, okay, I went this way again with this, just because it was easier to go that way. So I've pulled out, I think for this one, we'll use the Cool Summer Night and the Red Cosmos. Oh, good. Keep sharing, you guys, because sharing, you have a chance to win, and we want you to win. So make sure you share, share, share. Okay, I'm going to start doing a cheer soon from my olden days, you guys. I think I'm going to pull the smalls today. Okay, I'm debating. If I was going to pull something else, I'd pull a large. Okay, that's what else I was looking at. But I think it might be too big. But we'll see. I might need the larges. So let's have a grab. Oh, I meant to grab the pink and I grabbed the red. Okay. I think with this color family, pink and red will work interchangeably. I am going to give my pink tools a little go on the microfiber cloth because I love my rubelite and magenta. So I don't want to start with frosty pink and get magenta. So I don't want to put it here. All right. I think I am going to go, and I used Galactic Stream. So we'll have a go here. All right. What we're going to do, we are going to start over and do, I love to do the ombre. Ombre. I love that word. There are just some words that we have in our language that are super fun to say. Ombre is one of them. Okay. So let's start with the frosty pink. Okay. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to concentrate it. I'm going very lightly over my flower. Okay. That's the area I want for that one. And then actually, all right. See, I need you guys in my craft room all the time. Is that something we could work out where I just have you guys in here? You guys like send a surge through the computer. This is going to be the beautiful buttercream. Oh, that lid is hot. It's like hot potato, except it's hot lid cover. Holy Toledo. Okay, so I'm going to go over this one. So I started out, I was going to do the ombre, and we changed immediately. Okay, so we've got that there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sea glass, okay, and I'm going to kind of do my leaves in sea glass. So this too, although this does have a coordinating stencil set, okay, you can do this with all of your embossing folders. So yeah, I should have called today embossing folder technique, but I really wanted to work with this folder and I was very excited, so I named it after it. But basically, we're focusing on this today, but you can use this with any of your embossing folders. I guess that's a better way to explain. Okay. And as you can see, I'm not masking. Is my coloring perfect? I think so. I love it. I'm super stoked with how it's coming out. I'm trying to keep my brush flatter so that it's getting more on the raised areas. Let me lift it up just a little bit so you can see. See, it's getting more on the raised areas. But what it's also doing is it's creating a beautiful rainbow. Did I mean to? No. Am I mad at it? No. I am super happy. So I'm going to come in with, let's try dusk, okay? Because I don't want anything too dark. So I'm going to go super light, okay, with this flower right here in this corner. Okay. And then you can even pounce out. I had that microfiber cloth right next to me. I actually did a load of the microfiber cloths last night. There were so many. I think there were like 15. It's when I use obsidian, like they get to very, very, very dirty because I use a lot of obsidian. So like sometimes I wash them in the sink, but sometimes they just need that washing machine love, you know? It's just time. All right. So there we have that. So now's the point where you're like, okay, now do I like where things are going? I want to add a little bit more of that sea glass up there. I am going to just take my blending brush and just gently wipe it off a scotch because we had that dusk on there. And so I don't want to get that really on here. And this would actually be a good place to bring in, this is how I store my mini blending tools. I leave them in the clamshell. And then I just put them in everything of mine's in alphabetical order because I can't think too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one. Okay. And then I can get into these smaller areas and add a little bit more detail, but be careful. I got a little smudge there because I had a little bit too much ink on there. So I'm going to tap off on my microfiber cloth because I just want a little bit of ink. But it lets you get in there. Now, if you have the detailed, okay, if you have the detailed blending tools, that will do even more. So there, I'm getting a beautiful, beautiful color. I am so happy with how this is all shaking out, as they say. So again, it's a really, really simple card, okay, that goes very fast. You know, it's if you're like, oh, goodness, I don't have time to clean the stencils. I don't have time to stamp it and stencil. I got 10 minutes. You can do this in 10 minutes. And I think it's very soft. It's very pretty. And I think you can use, I think this is one of those that our, you know, the elegant sayings, the ones that are really whimsical and beautiful. Now, I will tell you, I did a little surgery on this one. You guys may have heard paper screams yesterday. It actually goes up and continues and has beautiful swirls, and it goes down and continues and has beautiful swirls, but it didn't fit on my card. So I went clip, clip, and there we go. So, but I think when you have these beautiful soft colors, I think the metallics go absolutely perfect with it. And this one is fancy. It's gorgeous. It's just so pretty. I love these fine, I could never, maybe I could write like that. I did win a cursive writing award, so I don't want to say I could never write that beautiful, but it's been a while. it's been a hot minute since I could write that beautiful. But so there's that one. Okay. This time what we're going to do, let's just blend some colors. Let's have some fun. Okay? That's the whole point of this. If we make brown, do we get upset? No. No, no, no. We're just happy because we're coloring, we're crafting. Life is good. So if we make brown today, it's all right. I just want to prepare folks because I know for some folks, making brown is just not good. They get very nervous. So I'm starting with my frosty pink. Okay. I'm just putting some down. We're just going with it. We are just going to go with it. We are going to go. So what color should we do next? Let's see. First color, I will go ahead and use it. So pick a color. Anybody pick a color. Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. Crafting with you guys always cheers me up too. So I'm right there with you for both of us. Okay, green. All right. I don't have a green. I have. How about a teal? Would you like a light teal or I have the new ink release. So this is what I have in front of me. Let me show you. So we have these. So before I start asking you to pick more colors, let me go out just a little bit. And then, that one's top still off. I stick my hands in ink a lot. Okay, so this is what we're working with. All right, coral berry. Okay, so we'll do coral berry. I'll do, because I didn't have green. We got kind of tealy. That's kind of tealy. We'll go with that one. And then Alicia said to put my hands on a color, which I'm a little terrified, but okay. Warm sunshine. All right. And like I said, if we make brown, we do have brown, but if we make brown, it's okay. I just want everybody, I don't want any stress. If you see brown, it's okay. All is good. I like brown. And sometimes life makes brown. It just happens. All right. So now, and I must have had help from my husband picking the yellow one. That was his favorite color, was yellow. He used to say it how his son always said it. His son, when he was little, couldn't say yellow, so he always said lello. So my husband would say lello. All right, so let's put a little sea glass actually first. Okay, so sea glass. There we go. I'm using my tealy one. Okay, so let's just start putting some in spots. This kind of looks like cotton candy to me. We'll go back down now that we've looked at all of our ink colors. This looks, I feel like I'm at the circus, like with cotton candy, which I'm not disliking. I'm loving because a circus and some cotton candy sound pretty fun. All right, so let's put a little over here. Oh, I'm starting to get an idea. Uh-oh. Yes, you guys should be terrified. I just got an idea. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Okay. I just had a really fun idea. It's messy. I'll warn you. Hi, Brandon. Welcome. Doing good. Yes, I can show how I store my blending brushes again. So let me go out. So close your eyes if you can't do motion. So this is how I store them. I just have a clear bin. And then I keep them when Altenew ships them to you. This is how they come. They just have the box on the outside. So I keep them in here and then I have them labeled. And for ones that I don't have names for, I just put little pieces of cardstock so it shows the level of lightness to darkness. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the ones that had markers that I had extra marker tops for, I just put those on here for now. So yeah, but this works really, really well for me in my space. So hopefully it will work for somebody else in their space. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of put some yellow in here, put some in here. because I want to leave kind of some of all the colors. Look how soft and pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Oh, we'll go back down. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. There we go. We're done. We're done. It's over. The bad part's over. Okay. So I'm going to go over in here. All right. So go down in here, there. Okay. And then if you lost a color, you can always, go back in if you're like, oh no, I lost too much. Or what you can do, we did our frosty pink. Let's do a little coral berry. Okay, let's push the limits a little bit. Okay, and again, if we make any colors that scare you, it's okay. So I'm just going to come in over here and add just, oh, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. And see, this is one of my favorite things about the lives and why mine are kind of crafty adventures, is that I love seeing what we create together. I don't like coming into this. I come into this with supplies, but that's really it. I have no idea where these projects are going. And I love that because I love coming in and I love creating with you guys. I don't want to lose that kind of little all of it. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the dark here, but okay. There we go. Okay. All right. I think we're there. Let's move this. Okay. I'm not going to tell you guys the secret. It's just going to happen. You're just going to see it, and it's just going to happen. It's going to be so much fun. You guys are like, well, maybe it will. We haven't seen it yet. Okay, this is just a little alcohol because I used red ink, and if you don't clean it up when you use it, that is going to end up on a project. All right. Now, okay, now we're going to take our beautiful bold bouquet. Okay. Now, the other thing you can do, you don't have to keep going in landscape mode. Okay. You can have it so that, you have some open space at the top. Just want to be careful not to get your card in those folds or this open. You don't want it to be right here because that's going to imprint on there. Okay. So you want to kind of keep it in where it's covered. Okay. I think I'm going to go like right here, and it's aligned with that. I'm just making sure it's not in that opening. I don't want it in that opening. We can always trim it off because I intend to trim off a scotch of it at the bottom, just a little bit at the bottom, and see. I think we'll see. Okay. All right. So this is not the surprise part yet. We're not at the surprise part. We're getting very, very close to the surprise, though. Very close. All right. It is. Isn't it pretty? And those inks go so well together. They're just, I love when they release inks. It's like you can store them like as a grouping because they're just so beautiful together too. They're beautiful on their own, but they're beautiful together. Kind of like the embossing folder. It's beautiful in its group, but it's also gorgeous. It can hold its own. It's all right. All right. Okay. But wait, there's more. All right. So let's take a vote. I'll show you guys the surprise and I'll let you take a vote. So you're going to put either a G or an I in the chat. Okay, my loves, are you ready? So we're going to spray the top of this. Do we go antique gold, which is G, or do we go iridescent, which will be the I? What do you guys think? Let's see. Let's get a few votes in. And we'll see what you guys think. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's what I grabbed. But then I'm like, ooh, iridescent. Oh, lots of eyes. Lots of eyes. Eyes. eye with an exclamation point. Okay, the eyes have it. And you know what? We still have some time. We could make another one. We could do it with some different colors. We could do another one. All right, maybe we'll do that because we have to see what the gold looks like too, right? Okay. All right. So it just gives it this beautiful, and of course I spray a lot. That's why I have the puppy pad. But it just, and I'll set it aside to dry. But look how pretty. And then you get these spots. Oh, see, you can see right here, like these little dots that spray out that are just so beautiful. Look how soft that is. I think that would be a beautiful spring card. I think, yes, Evie, we're doing it. We're doing both. I think we're going to do both. I think that would be a beautiful spring card. But these are good. So say you're doing this. Golden iridescent. All right, I'll do two. I'll do two. We can do two more. So I'll do one gold and one golden iridescent so you guys can see. But the good thing about this is if you're not happy with your ink blending, this is a great technique to go to because this kind of evens it out. And as it dries more, you don't really see the lines so much. You just kind of see the color magic in the background. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now we have to emboss two more because we'll do the gold and we'll do the gold iridescent. So I think we'll do one more like this and we'll do one more background like the other one. Okay, I think we'll do that. And I moved my blending tools. Okay, so we will go again. These colors. Actually, let's do an ombre. Let's do kind of an ombre. I'm going to do the buttercream. Here we go. I'm going to do the buttercream, the caramel toffee, and the warm sunshine. Let's do that. Let's do that on one. And then on the other, I'm feeling some blues. Okay? Got a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's make a mess. That is not something you ever hear me say. Let's make a mess. Oh, that's a good idea too. We could do, that's a good idea. Okay. We're having too many good ideas. Is that a thing? Can you have too many good ideas? Or do we just not have enough time to craft? That, my dear friends, is the question. All right. So here we go. Okay, we get the buttercream. And I usually stretch it down further than it's going to go because the color that's going to go over it is a little bit darker. But look at that beautiful, it's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous tone. And I'm not, when, you know, blue is my color. Blue is like my jam. Like that's my favorite color in the whole wide world. Preferably darker blues. I'm not a light blue kind of gal. I'm a darker blue kind of gal. But these yellows, this and Pocket Full of Sunshine, both steal my heart just a little bit. But I've never been really a yellow kind of girl. I can't wear yellow. I have a coat of my husband's that's like yellow. It's like very yellow. And I wear it in the winter because it's really, really warm. And I love it. It's comfy, it's warm, but it looks horrible on me because yellow is just not my color. So sometimes I forget and do lives and I'm wearing it. And then I see it afterwards and I'm like, oh no, like, why was I wearing that? But it's okay. Oh, look how pretty. Look how pretty. I don't know. I don't know if there are folks that like, they're like, yeah, yellow is my color. I rock it. I've never met anybody that has said that, but I don't know. There's got to be somebody, right? Because they make yellow clothes. There have to be people that wear them, I would assume. I don't know. Anybody here? Do you guys, is there anybody here that rocks the yellow and loves it? Like, I hope so. Because I want all the colors to get all the love, you know? Okay. And I use the lighter color to kind of help blend my seams, so to speak. So I use it even in my darker area. And if it's a little too dark for me, I'll come down and add a little bit of the lighter ink over the top. I like it. I usually do a whole wash at the end, as long as it's not a rainbow. If it's like an ombre like this, I'll do a wash with my lightest color at the end sometimes. I just like the look of it. There's no particular reason I do it. I just appreciate the look. Okay. Yeah, I think so. So we're doing the blue. We're doing the blue now, Marty. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm going to use 3 of them. So I'm going to have the right tool for the job, my friends. All right. So we don't want to start with the darkest. Okay. So we're going to begin with the lightest. Oh, and I didn't test this. All right. Maybe it's not the lightest, but we're close. We're close. It's all right. Okay. So I should have checked my brush to see what I had on there, but I didn't, but that's okay. All right. This will just be a darker, a darker one. All right. That's okay. I'm okay with that, but the poor ocean waves is like, man, I got no love. I got no love. All right, so now we're going on to dusk. Yeah, I definitely had, I think I had some navy on there now that I think about it. I was trying to think about the last project while I was ink blending. Oh, I'm sure you do rock it, Alicia. I'm sure you rock the yellow. Okay, and see, they said, I just have it go down. That didn't bother me. I like to spread it out. And I think I get better lines this way if I kind of have that whole color. I mean, I'm not getting the true desert night because, of course, there is some dusk under there. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I think you guys guessed I would be okay with it. It's okay. All right. So then, come on and put some here. Yeah, so my colors are a little wonky because I didn't check my blending brush first. Whoa, but look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Yeah, I'm too pale for yellow. I wish I could wear it. I just am too very, very pale for it. I can't wear like yellows, greens, really anything like that. Too pale. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go back up the ombre, as I say. So I'm just going back up the colors, blending out my lines some. I'm soaking this paper. Holy Toledo. All right, and then I'm going to wipe my brush to give the ocean waves, and I'm going to clean my surface to give ocean waves the best chance of being heard. I feel so bad. Like here, ocean waves come out and play, and then it's like all desert night and navy. Because I love all the colors. I love them all. Hello, welcome, welcome. So glad you joined us. Okay. And then here we go. Okay, and again, it's not the ocean waves color. So I'll just on the back. See, that's the beautiful ocean waves color. And no, poor ocean waves didn't get a good go there. But we have a blue card. We wanted a monochromatic blue card, and that is what we have. All right, now comes the fun part. Get the machine, pop down the machine, grab the embossing folder. Now I am going to do the yellow one first because the ink is wet. Ink is wet. So I'm going to do that first. And you also could, as much as your card can let you, you can also turn it in your embossing folder. See, it's turned a little. So you had the 4 by 5 1/4, you could kind of turn more. But I never do landscape cards, and I'm kind of feeling it right now. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to rock it. That's all right. I hope it's okay. Okay. This will be my last die cutting for a period of time. I won't be able to die cut soon. Oh, goodness. And this is another technique. You can put it in upside down and deboss it. Okay, this time we're going to emboss it. I promise. But that's okay. Debossing is beautiful too. So sometimes there are happy accidents. Now it's beautiful. Oh, thank you. Now, which one gets the gold and the iridescent? Put a Y or a B in the chat, and let me know which one gets both, the Y or the B. I love the it's beautiful. You guys just make my day. I wish I could do this every day with you guys. You guys are just phenomenal. Y, B, everything. All right, I love it. Y, B, we're tied. Oh, B's winning. Let's see. I'll do a couple more. B, 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 B. Okay, the B's getting both. Look how pretty. Oh my God, I don't even want to touch it. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so first, let's do the gold first. And see, even debossed, even though I made a mistake, it's still stunning. And it's a nice option. And this is also, let me just say, this is so beautifully drawn. You can just use this, okay? But I can't come on here today and just show you a white panel. But look, I mean, you can just add a simple sentiment on there. Maybe you add a little splatter, but look how beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. This embossing folder is so gorgeous. So I'm glad we got to highlight it today. Okay. So what we will do, we're going to do two things actually. All right. And sometimes it leaves the drops. I don't hate the drops. Okay. So there's the yellow with the gold. But the other thing I was going to show you is, and it's kind of doing it already on the back. So if you had the white card, pop a sentiment on there. You are good to go. Look how quick and simple cards today, my friends. I can't use the word clean today. I can't use the word clean. All right. And then this one is getting everything. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous. All right. So there. So we did I just kind of depressed it a little bit, which kind of shoots out little dots of it. Okay. Now, you notice they're all kind of going in one direction, like a magnet's pulling them there. You could have rotated your card. You could rotate around your project, all kinds of different things. So that one, I did the little short sprays. This one, I'm going to do my best to not do that. But I have a bad shoulder. So we'll hope. So there we go. So look, this gives you the full. So not only is it shiny, but you've got that gold, and it makes that gold a little softer and gives it a really, really beautiful look. Okay, so I'm going to move my puppy pad. So for folks that don't know, and they're like, what is that on her work surface? That is a puppy pad. They're reasonably cheap, and I can just keep spraying it. I let it dry. It's got a plastic on the back, and it folds up to the size of a sheet of paper. So I love that. So here's without the puppy pad in the back, but look at the drops and the shimmer. Oh my goodness. So pretty. And then this is the debossed antique gold with the amazing Summer Afternoon Love. This is just the splatter on white. We didn't really do anything with it, but you can see how beautiful. This folder speaks for itself. It's wonderful to have the stencil. It's wonderful to have the stamp set, but this is just, it's all on its own. It's solo. It's like the parents going out to dinner. It's all good. It's all good. The embossing folder's all good by itself. Absolutely beautiful. So stunning. And you can really turn it different ways. You could have it going up. I think because the way it's drawn too, it either looks like the bouquet's hanging down and going up. I don't think there's really there is a right way, of course, because the embossing folder, but there's a way that it goes up correctly. But I think you really can go any way, shape, or form with that. So, and this one was at the bottom. But look how pretty. I didn't even think we were going to make a rainbow today, but look how pretty. And then those amazing sprays. If you have not tried the sprays, check those out. They're just absolutely phenomenal. And it just makes everything shiny and pretty. Shiny and pretty. So, okay, let me see if I can go out because we made a few projects today. And these are, simple enough where you can just go ahead and you can just put a sentiment on there. And I think, look at the difference by just having the focal. So here we had kind of focal ink blending, and here we just went wild and then sprayed it. But look at the difference that you get there with those. And don't forget, do not forget, cards for everybody. Then we have the beautiful, beautiful metallic. I mean, that's just stunning. And literally, all we did was pick a color and run it through the embossing machine. And people are going to ooh and ah very much. And this one, absolutely gorgeous. So you got your geometrics and you got your leaves. I think leaves can work for anything. I really think leaves can work for anything. So, oh, thank you for saying that, Sherry. I'm glad because I really did intend to use the whole bundle when I was thinking about this class. And then I looked at the embossing folder and I'm like, you know what? No, today we're focusing on you. Today is your day. Like, I'm so excited. And, it is great to have the stencils and the stamp, like I said, but it's also fun when you pick one item. So maybe one day you pick the embossing folder, the next day you pick the stamp set, the next day you pick the stencil set, and look at the variety of cards you can get and push your supplies. We want to see what you can make. So please, I hope you will look at your supplies a little bit differently tonight and say, hey, what can I do with this that I haven't done already? So really, it's wonderful to have the bundles work together, but it's also great to play with the parts a little bit separately as well and to see what we can get. It's lots and lots of fun. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited you were here today to join me. And I needed a crafty break. Did you need a crafty break? I needed a little crafty goodness in my life. So thank you for joining me for that. Don't forget to join tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the interview with the amazing Aram Tasneem about the wonderful upcoming collaboration with Pink Fresh Studio. If you can't make it live, make sure to watch the recording so you can catch up on everything that's going for that amazing event. And from all of us at Alta New, thank you so much for allowing us to help you craft your lives. We'll see y'all very soon. Bye, everyone.